Today's clip is brought to you by Walker Corporate Law.
Well, yeah, the rhino populations have been slowly decimated over time for a variety of reasons, and now this is maybe the last, sort of gasp potentially. I mean, there's only about 20,000 to 30,000 rhinos left in the world today.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, that is unbelievable. I didn't realize it was that low. Because you see rhinos in every zoo you go to, right? Like they're pretty populous. Why are they so populous in zoos, do you think, that we see them in all those places? Are they easy to breed in captivity?
Actually, they are, somewhat easy to manage. We can get into farming of them later. People have suggested farming them as a way of getting around this problem. But
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So let them create rhinoceros farms in China to get their horns instead of taking them out of the wild.
Yeah, or in South Africa.
But you had a better idea. Tell us about your idea.
So basically, there's some drawbacks to potentially farming the animals. You can farm them. You may have to tranquilize them. The horn does grow back after you saw it off, but the demand is such that people are fearful that if you did start farming them, the demand would increase faster than you could farm the animals. And so technology, obviously, one nice thing about technology is it scales. And so that's really what kind of the first sort of impetus that drove us towards looking at this, is because if you could do this in bioreactors, if you could do this in a lab, you could do it at scale potentially.
Got it. So you have in front of you what looks like a little peanut butter in a dish.
Oh, yeah.
What are we looking at here?
This let's go in order, I guess, and we'll start here because this is what we started with ourselves. And this was a powder that we formulated maybe in 2014 now in the summer months then. It has spectrographic and genetic similarities to rhinoceros horn.
Okay.
And we took this powder to Vietnam and we did some customer development and market research there on this powder. Kind of what we found out though is that powders are relatively easy to fake. People would prefer larger objects. And so we've then started working on, and this is a crude sort of 3D printed horn-like piece that we did in January of this year. And we've been working now to basically construct larger pieces of these sort of cultured horn products.
Hey, everybody. Let me stop for a moment, this amazing episode, and tell you about the Walker Corporate Law Group. Yes, they are a boutique law firm that specializes in the representation of entrepreneurs and startups. And Scott Walker is the founder of that company, and he is a personal friend of mine, and he does a great job working with startups. I have literally introduced him to dozens, maybe hundreds now, of startups, and they all rave about the services of the Walker Corporate Law Group because their lawyers have decades of experience. You're not going to get junior associates who are getting on-the-job training with your startup. No. They're going to help you with mergers and acquisitions, licensing, terms of service, privacy policies, formation, all this kind of stuff, fundraising, and they're really great at it. And they do fixed fees. They don't want to surprise people with crazy bills. They think that billable hours can reward inefficiency, so they'll just be fair with you. And that's what I love about them, because if you're a startup, you don't want to get that sticker shock and get a huge bill. Make sure you use the Walker Corporate Law Group, and you can do that by calling Scott Walker at 415-979-9998. 415-979-9998. You can email him, scott@walkercorporatelaw.com, or you can visit walkercorporatelaw.com as well. Scott at walkercorporatelaw.com, and let Scott Ed Walker on Twitter know, at Scott Ed Walker, know that you watch the program and you appreciate him supporting independent media like This Week in Startups. One of my oldest advertisers, one of my oldest friends in the industry, just a great guy, a total mensch, and he really takes care of the startups who work with him. Thank you, Scott Walker, for supporting This Week in Startups. Bye-bye.